Chris Weathers, aka ShortyC94, back at you again. You know what I mean? We got first episode of Certified Sneaker OGs, myself and Stuntman Stokes, who will be here momentarily. What's up, everybody? What's up, sir?
What's up, my guy? What's happening? What's the business? Talk to me.
Man,
Tell me something good.
man, I was up here at work. I'm like, man, I had to figure out what we gonna talk about today. You know what I'm saying? But we
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
All right. So for everybody joining, welcome. This is the inaugural episode of Certified Sneaker OGs. Myself, Stuntman Stokes. We in this thing.
What's
All right.
happening? What's happening, world? What's happening?
So the point of the show for y'all tuning in is, we're just giving y'all a look at things from a OG perspective. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So I guess I'll kick off the show by asking, what were your top 5 pickups of last year, Marcus?
Well, you already know one. I got to count it as 2 because it came in a pack. Of course, you know the Atmos pack. That was one.
Okay.
That was one. Travis Scott Lowe's. That's 2. Got that. Let me see. Union 4s. Dog Walker Dunks. And of course these. Of course.
Yeah, I'm still a little salty. My wife ended up hitting on those, but I don't
For
have them.
real?
So.
Oh,
Yeah,
man,
I
I
be
know
having to
you
look at
ain't
that
seen her in the
XIX on
house.
the box and our, man, yeah, it's hard to get LeBron's in the 20.
That was like my most coveted last one I had to get. I had to have that one. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I ain't a big LeBron basketball fan, but as far as the shoes, when something like that come, I got to have it. I had to. It was a must.
yeah. That was one of the toughest L's I took last year was those because I was like, all right, I got through on the ones, but I really wanted the LeBrons too. So I
Right.
feel I'll run
And
my
then the
5.
crazy thing was, I heard it wasn't but 600,000 made.
Yeah, because it only went up to a 13, and for basketball shoes, usually they go up to like an 18. Yeah.
Right. So you
So,
ain't getting them but a 13 and below, all the way down.
I think your lady said snuck that one in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I did. I snuck that one in. With me opening up this shop and everything, out of the blue, I kind of had to cut back on everything. So it was those in the patent breeds left. So I was like, oh, babe, we got to do something. I made a promise I was done, and I called her the day of. I was like, babe, LeBron's finna come out. I hit her with the sad face. She said, well, try for them. If you get them, it's meant for you to have them. I was like, ooh. I made like 4, 5 calls. I said, hey, I need you at 9. And one came through, just one out of like 6 people. I was like, man. I said, yeah, I hit her with the guidance screen. She was like, mm-hmm. But I snuck that one in. Yeah, I snuck that one in.
All right. Well, look, I'll name my top 5 right
Yeah, I was
quick.
gonna say, what's your top 5?
So 5 for me was the Celery Air Tune Max. We haven't seen those since '99. So
Right.
those the Lightning 4 was number 4. Plot Air Max 1 was number 3.
Okay.
The Cool Gray 11 was number 2 because my pair is orange from 2001, so I needed a new pair.
True.
And number 1 was the Travis Scott Lowe's.
That's a good list, man. That's a great list. That's a great top 5 list because I had a battle with mine, man, because I got so many that I liked, especially like one honorable mention, that Strawberry Cough. Like, I've been waiting on that since the day I saw it. So I was like, I ain't gonna put that one in the top 5. It's out now, so I let it be.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Like, I love dunks. I'm a dunk guy. Until I started working for Converse, the dunk was the silhouette that I had the most of.
Right.
Now it's the but I couldn't get with those, man. Like the only weed dunk that I really like is the skunk.
Hey, that's the next one I'm waiting on, man. That's the next one. I feel you on that though, because like I said, when I first saw it, I was like, oh, it gave me that, like I said, that Christmas feel with that red and green. I wasn't too fond of wearing that year round, but once I got it and it was made so well, like it was one of the best made dunks. Like it's it's worth every penny. I can't lie. Like it's made very well. You even got a little pocket on the inside of the tongue. I don't know if nobody saw that or not, but almost got a little pocket on the inside of the tongue, the inside velvet and everything. I'm like, man, it's nice. It's nice.
Okay. Now, this is kind of a generic question, but I feel like I can ask it to you.
Right.
Just like what are your current feelings on I should say, what are your feelings on the current state of this life we chose? Got to start with the
Look,
side.
man, it's bad now in my opinion, man. It's very bad. Like, cause it's not fun for nobody no more. Like, I would rather go back to standing outside, waiting in my line, and just waiting. If I don't get it in that line, I'm good with that. I know I had my chance to stand out there. And like now, you don't have a chance to get nothing. And when, like us, we OGs, we gonna help each other. Like, bro, you ain't got that. Hey, I got you. Don't worry about it. You covered. You good. Everybody else now, they like, look, man, I need $1. I need that dollar on it. I'm like, bro, come on, man. It's a shoe. Just help somebody out sometimes. But it done got to the point now where nobody helps nobody for real. And it's kind of like killing the game. It's killing it. And then on top of that, I don't know if you watched it or not, but it's this thing on Discovery Channel called Out of Stock, Supply Chain Crisis. Yeah. Made a post about it about 2-3 weeks ago, but watch that, man. It'll tell you a lot why we don't have any shoes right now. Like, bro, all them shits is sitting on the port. Just sitting. Like, bro, they showed the fucking port, bro. It's like fucking 200,000-300,000 containers. And you got like fucking 20 boats still coming in with fucking 100 containers on 20 boats that's in the ocean. They ain't got enough truck drivers. Wow. So all our shit just sitting over there. That's what everything is that you can't get. So it been kind of messed up the game for everybody, resellers and sneakerhead lovers alike. So I think it's kind of like it's depressing right now. It's depressing.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of I mean, even like regular shit, like Chucks and Air Force Ones, like even those shoes are
right. And that's what somebody said. Like, try buying other brands. What's up, Art? He said, try buying other brands, but that's what I'm saying. Even the other brands, the resellers are starting to snatch up the other brands now. And we can't even get the other brands. You know what I'm saying? You can't even get, it's hard for a motherfucker to get Diodoras now. A motherfucker had problems getting Rocky Diodoras, bro. Come on, man. Who has a problem getting Rocky Diodoras? Yeah. Tell her what's up. Tell her, I said, hey, what's up? But yeah, man, it's like you can't. That's bad when you can't even get Diodoras. You got to strike out on Nerf Reebok. Like, come on, man. Reebok sat on the shelf every day. You can go on that motherfucker on any given Sunday and pick up a Reebok, no matter what kind it was.
Hey, the shoe that's kind of defeated me here lately, and it's not even for me, it's for her. I'm like, man, you want these seriously? She wanted the fucking LaMelo Ball Pumas. Them bitches is going. Now, even a year ago, the bitches would have just been sitting like
Puma. Like hell.
Yeah. Like,
but hey, you know my favorite saying. You know my saying. I got to say it for those. I got to say it. Tied to that rocket. Tie that bitch to the rocket. Tie that bitch to the rocket. Send that bitch into outer space. But I ain't gonna knock her for it because I love how everybody got their own style of everything. That's what I love. I have my own opinion, but I'm gonna respect you for your style. You know what I'm saying? That's what I
I told
love.
Rock.
But I talk shit. I talk shit about every shoe, man. Like real shit. If I don't like it, I talk shit about it. But I respect everybody in the game. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, it's one. Ain't that his first shoe?
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
Even a Puma. You can't. How the hell you not be able to get a Puma?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Threw me for a loop. What you think about the game though? How you feel about it?
I really feel like I don't think it's ever gonna be like how it was when we were young, like early 2000s, late 90s. I don't think it's ever gonna be like that again. But I do think that it has the potential to go back to how it was in the mid to late 2000s. Because resale was around then too. I mean, it is sad because it's become such a commodity and such a mainstream thing where, you know, we was weirdos for having over 100 pairs, you know,
Right.
10 years ago. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm getting distracted. This pimple was not here
Man,
like
don't worry
hours
about
ago.
that pimple. Damn that pimple, man. Look, man. One
Oh,
thing I'm gonna tell you, what, look, we getting older, man. We gonna have
yeah.
shit pop up on our ass, goddamn, bro. Like, bro,
This is
look,
for sure.
bro, look. Tell your girl to go, hey, do like mine, man. We got this little fucking pimple stick. When she come home, man, like she takes to my head, face, back, chest. And I'm talking, I'm just getting pimple pulled for like fucking 2 hours, man. So
Mm.
tell her to try that for you.
Hey,
It's relaxing, man.
oh man.
Yeah, man. But don't pay that shit no attention. We OGs, man. That's what happened to old guys.
Show. But yeah, I wish that it was a little different. But you know, everything you said was right. I mean, like I said, I can't believe I wasn't able to find my wife this Pumas. Or just regular shit. You got niggas trying to resell white forces now for $150 and you know,
Right.
all this. So my wife said I'm not doing that
Yeah, she said
shit.
I ain't doing that shit.
No, but I just got distracted because I
Look,
normally don't get any blemishes on my face like ever. So that's why I'm like, man, what the fuck? Where did this happen? But I don't know. I'm probably
they say
yeah.
they fucking with you every time you look. You like motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm like, I was just at work. But
Fuck you get that.
yeah. I hope it gets I believe this current bubble, a Dunk Jordan 1 hype, it's gonna pop. You know, it's happened before. You know,
Right.
Jordans are due for a cool off period, and people may not realize that it happens. But what size does your wife need on the mellows? I'll check on restocks. Pumas aren't anywhere here either. Yeah, my wife is in Las Vegas with her.
Oh wow, oh, she in Vegas now. Be
Yeah,
safe.
yeah, she'll be back tomorrow. But
Yeah.
the 8.5 is the size that she needs.
I
Men's
keep
8.5.
I keep an eye out for it too, and if I see them, I just grab them, and you just throw me the retail price for them. She good.
I appreciate that. What was I saying? But yeah, like the last time I felt like Jordan's had a cool off period was probably like 17, 18, like when they were coming out with the Satin 5s and those Jimmy Butler 6s, where people was buying Jordans, but it wasn't
Yeah, and they kind of sat. They was kind of sitting in. They was kind of
all,
sitting here and there.
all the way up through the beginning of the pandemic. Jordans that kind of cooled off. Where to me, before 2017, like 16 and back to like 11, Jordans was hot. Other than 2015, 2015 and early 16, it was kind of cold there with the Jays. You could
Right,
get any,
right.
you know, the Aquas, the Maroon 6s, that little time period after the Bordeaux 7, up until the Space Jam, that whole year. If it wasn't a Jordan 1, it was a brick. So it's
Right.
gonna happen again. It's gonna happen
Yeah,
again.
it's
Where
gonna happen, but I guess we gotta just wait it out. You know what I'm saying? Just
yeah,
wait it out.
now the Yeezys are kind of bricks, but it'll be the Jordans again.
Yeah, and as far as Yeezys go, man, that's another side for me, man. It's just at first I was like they was kind of on to something with that, but once they started saturating it so much, like they did, I was like, man, I can't give you $300 for a sock and a sole, my nigga. I can't. I can't. I'm just being honest. They now I'm gonna say this. If you got a Boost, that motherfucker feel like fucking pillows. It feel like pillows on your feet. I can't lie. I don't wear them. I got like two Boosts. I got the Shinrons and I got the Son Goku. The motherfuckers feel like fucking pillows. Can't lie. But those are the only ones that I can get into because I feel like you're just paying for the soul itself, the comfort. You know what I mean? You're just paying for that boost. And I feel like Nike and others, like even Saucony, New Balance, they got, it might not be a boost, they got some comfortable shit. And I mean real comfortable shit, for real. So you don't have to spend that $300 to get that comfort that you're really looking for unless you just want boost. You feel what I'm saying? I seen somebody say they done took up the price on Air Force Ones to 100. I thought they was 100 already though.
Hey, we was buying Air Force One premiums, so we've been paying over 100 for the good leather.
That's what I'm saying. I thought they was always $100. You know what I mean? You know, so as far as Air Force One go, I think they did anyway. They did. They did.
JG8K made a good point. The Last Dance guy asked the Jays back up. That's true. The Last Dance, it did raise the Jordans a little bit. I did forget.
Man, look here, man. I'm watching The Last Dance. Literally, I'm watching that bitch. Soon as they showed the episode of the Jordan 1s, I look at StockX literally. The motherfucking price changed right before my eyes. I said, are you fucking serious? Seriously? I'm talking about my fucking Last Shot 14s went from fucking 300 to fucking 2011 pair, went from like 300 to fucking $700. I said, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, so
and now it's got like that with everything. Because now, as you see, Virgil passed. Look what happened. You know what I mean?
Kobe.
What else worse than Kobe?
That shit was worse
than. Man, look here, man. That was a heartbreaker to the shoe game.
Yeah.
That was a killer because he had something going. He had something that was going to change the whole game when it came to Jordans and also doing collabs with other shoes too. Because his design was unique.
Because I'll give him credit. Always, when I'm talking with somebody, like yourself that really knows sneakers, I think we can agree. Some people may not, but Adidas won 2015 and 2016. They were looking for Yeezys and stuff.
Yeah, they won. Okay. If you can't see that, then you're not a real sneakerhead. It was easy to see.
Yeah, like they were laying the foundation in 2013, going into 14, but 15 and 16 they won. To me, Nike came back. It started with Cause, but when Virgil came out with the 10, it was back.
Cause disappeared, and that's why it got so high. Because nobody else gave a fuck about Cause when fucking Virgil came to the scene.
Yep.
So everybody was like, okay, well, I'll just go grab these Cause, and as everybody bought the little $500-$600 pairs, the motherfuckers shot on up. Now the motherfuckers like $3,000-$4,000, and I cannot see it in my future.
Yeah, the Cause, and to a lesser extent, like all those Levi 4s, the blue one is the only one that's, the white one is worth some money too, but
yeah.
They just got
I think the blue one and the white one are like the two more unique pair out of both of them. Like that black one is like dull to me. You know what I'm saying? It's dull. You know what I'm saying? So if you got that blue one or that white one, then I feel like you got a good Levi. You got a good one. You just selling if you get that black one. Because it's cheap as hell.
Yeah. For sure. Well, here, the next topic I wanted to bridge your way was, we've seen a lot of sports, a lot of history, a lot of sneaker history. Who do you feel like has the best non-Jordan sneaker legacy? Who has the best sneaker?
Now, Me and my best friend talk about this all the time. Man, I was gonna say Kobe, but Kobe died. He passed. Kobe was on his way to some good shit. He was on his way, and then they started retroing all his old shit, bro. Like, no lie, I remember it like it was yesterday. Going in, walking in, Kobe sixes and sevens lying down the shelf, all colorways, every color. I got pictures of it, all colorways. I'm like, man, 3Ds, fucking Rice Kobe's. I mean, like everything. I'm like, okay, all right, fuck Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Kobe will be around. Them ain't they all right. Shit, he got on up and them bitches disappeared. And he had it going, man, and he passed. But I think LeBron got it. I'm gonna say
I
LeBron got it.
I,
He
I
had he all his shoes aren't the most beautiful, but he got the most consistent run of fucking numbers in shoes that sell on a constant basis. If it's not for fashion, it's for on the court. It's on the court. And I'm gonna say this last one is probably the best one he's made for on and off the court. It feels so good, man. It feels so good. I'm just talking about that colorway. I think every one you get is gonna feel just like that. It feels so good. Like I put that bitch on. I'll have one LeBron that I can't wear all day besides that one. I put that bitch on, I wear it all day long. I don't take it off unless I tattoo. That's it. So I think LeBron holding that legacy of having number 2 in the shoe game. You know what I'm saying? What he at 19 now?
yeah.
He almost shit Jordan at 30 some shit. He right behind him.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
who else got that? Who else got them numbers?
Yeah, I
KD shoes trash. He may have a few numbers, but almost majority of his trash. Kyrie shoes, 90% of his are trash. You know what I'm saying? They may have a few numbers, but ain't nobody got it like LeBron. LeBron is I can't lie, he's the next king of shoes.
Yeah. Nah, I as much as I love Kobe, the thing that always bothered me, and I can say this about Kyrie too, you know, if you stand 500 feet away, all their shoes could be the same. It could be 4. With Kobe, it could be 4 through 11, all the 80s. They all kind of look the same, you know.
All kind of look the same.
It's certain Jordans and certain LeBrons that might resemble the last 1 or 2 models, but they're not all like that. Like this 19 don't look like nothing to me. You know what I mean?
Right. Kid Game Crazy made a good point too. He said Penny too. Now I can give Penny that goddamn crown. Hey, Penny a beast now. He got a shit ton of phones, man. And I ain't saying all of them are beautiful, but as of recent, it kind of like killed his legacy with so much trash of phones that they bought out to me. You know what I'm saying? He had a good run going, especially releasing the retros of all his old colorways. He had a good run going. But when after what is the Penny 5?
Well, shoot, 4 was the 1 through 4 was the only ones he actually wore like playing. But yeah, it was
yeah.
in the 6 after. To me, the only reason Penny has some iconic models, 1, 2, and the foam. I don't know if I call the 3 and the 4 iconic. I mean, we were just around for them because we old.
Right.
So,
but
you know.
But I'm going to say this. The reason I don't give it to Penny, because all Penny got is foam. He don't have a variety of, he got foams and foams 1 and 2s. You feel me? And then you got the 3s and the 4s, like you said, and in that 5, which don't nobody really give 2 shits about. They was cool, but he ain't got numbers. LeBron got numbers. He got PEs out the ass. You know what I'm saying? So I got to give it to LeBron. He got some of the motherfucking dopest colorways, man, and concepts with them bitches. Like
Yeah.
that line when he came out with all them Griffey LeBrons and the fucking orange ones with the stripes and like I went crazy about that model because it was so fucking big like a boot. But he had some badass colorways in that motherfucker, boy. That was a bad one.
Yeah. Let's see here. You got Styles. Ant said you got to throw Barkley in there too. See, with Barkley and with Pippen, what sucks about their lines is that a lot of their shoes don't have their names on them. You know, like, everybody knows the more up tempo is a Pippen, but it's not. You know what I mean? It's not called him. The Swifts, the Flight Lights, the Maestros. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Much up tempo, the hype up
Right.
tempo.
Right.
You know, it's crazy he didn't get his own shoe until '97. Like he was in his 10th season. Nike finally gave him his own shoe. And same thing with Barkley. Like it wasn't a shoe actually called a Barkley until that Force Max CB, and then of course the CB94.
Yeah. With the
So
CB4, had the CB34 on
yeah, on the pull tab and whatnot back in
Yeah.
the day. You know, what's crazy is people was going crazy over those CB94s in 20, but in 19, you know, I was working for Foot Locker, couldn't get them Force Max CBs away in the Phoenix color. Couldn't give them away.
Bro,
Got down
you
to like
couldn't give them
$50.
away. And that's what I was telling my homeboy. Like them couple of Barclays that they just re-released, they had just released them in like fucking 18, 17. And nobody gave two fucks about them.
The
Nobody
Griffey's
gave
too.
The Griffiths too. Yup, damn sure did. Cause right before that, they did the fucking the Diamond Turf. They did the Diamond Turf. The Diamond Turf was the big one that they put out and nobody gave a fuck about them. And once they was gone, everybody was like, "Ooh, I gotta get those. I gotta get those." Y'all should have been looking at them motherfuckers when they bought them out. That's the shit. That's what you need to get. That's what Nike need to bring back out.
Yeah. Now, let's see here. I'm looking at some of these other comments here. Now said the 4 was cool. One thing I want to say about the Penny 4. The Penny 4 is a nice looking shoe. It's just it's too fucking hard to get on. Like if you could remove that strap, it would be cool. But it's like you got to take an extra 5 to 8 minutes to make sure you got enough time to put the.
Yep.
So
and that's a kind of a no for me when it comes to shoes. I got to be able to get that motherfucker on easy. If I got to struggle to get that motherfucker on, I don't. It's a no for me. I get a big thumbs down for me behind that.
Yeah. JG Key, unpopular opinion. Prime D Rose had a nice start to the signatures. He did. All the way up to the 3. The 3 was the last really good shoe I like that they made for him.
Yeah. And see, me personally, like D Rose shoes and like Dame shoes, they have some nice colorways, but I think they shoes are just basically look and built for the court alone. You know what I'm saying? Like I even like Harden shoes that came out a couple years ago. I think it was a Christmas pair or some shit like that. But I liked them, but I was like, if I look at them and put them on, I wear a 12. That bitch so long, it don't look like it's made for fashion. It looked like it's made for strictly for the court. So that's why I ain't never got into none of those brands.
And you're up in the same boat with you. See, at least you got the height. I'm short and wear a 12. So at least you got the height. So it's going to look real long on my foot. Because even with the Chucks, like, most of my Chucks be like 10.5s, 11s, because they run so fucking big anyway. But
true, right.
Any of my Converse that's a 12, that it's not like an actual basketball sneaker, the bitches be looking long, man. I'll be having to, take it a certain way.
And see, people don't understand that who actually buy these shoes and wear them for fashion. They be like, man, that's cold and da-da-da-da. What size do you wear?
Yeah,
if you wear a 10, that motherfucker gonna look okay on your foot. I gotta look like a fucking big ass boat shoes on my goddamn feet, man. I don't gonna be walking around with canoes on my damn feet. You know what I'm saying? So we in a different boat from everybody else, man.
Yeah. So see, we got the struggle continues 22. Penny was consistent, and look how crazy they was going for the half cents. Now, the other weird thing about Penny, more than anybody else, is they made so many fucking hybrids for him too. So I kind of like count those, but I don't. You got the penny posit, you got the half cent.
It's like having a Jordan Jumpman or a 6 ring.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not buying no goddamn 6 ring when I can go buy a retro. No. Fuck. I'm not downgrading myself in my shoes. No. I had to downgrade when I was younger. I'm not
Yeah.
downgrading now. No. No. But
Yeah.
like I said, for people who like that style and don't mind buying it, it's cool, but just ain't my cup of tea.
Yeah. Now, with Adidas, before we move on, the one thing I did want to say was, you know, we talked already about Boost, how comfortable it is. It was always interesting to me the way they were never able to really translate that over to basketball. They tried it, but they never really had that one boost like how the Ultra Boost was for running or the NMD was for running for basketball.
Right, because they great for running. They wonderful. It's like that's what you want to run. Go get you a Boost. I guarantee you gonna wear that bitch out and they gonna feel good till you wear that bitch out. But like you said, they never could get it. I don't understand. That's what I don't understand. Why they couldn't get it right as a basketball shoe.
Yeah, because it was kind of like when Nike came out with the Vapor Max. I remember instantly thinking, I'm like, well, I don't see how they could do that for basketball. Because the way the bubbles are set up, like, I don't see a nigga being able to hoop in some Vapor Max. And they tried it, but it didn't work. It's sort of the same. Like with Boost, like, it's comfortable as fuck. You mean to tell me you can't figure out a way to put that into a shoe properly and still make it fashionable? So.
Nah, because like I said, it's so with that Vapor Max, it's like so man, that motherfucker is made so crazy that you'll roll your ankle in that motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
You will roll your ankle in that motherfucker. And I just can't why. You get on court trying to run in that bitch, you'll roll your ankle the first step.
Yeah.
First step.
Last you move to court, you fuck around and yeah.
Buckle that goddamn ankle, boy, that Achilles gone. Shit.
Oh.
You out like Clay.
Yeah.
You out like Clay.
Oh man.
But yeah, man.
Well look.
So
this is kind of
what you go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was just gonna ask you. We always talk about, you know, how it was. We was outside back then. A lot of people wasn't outside yet. But what was one thing from that you used to dislike about how the game was back in the day?
For me, I was just telling my girl, I was explaining that to her today when we was talking about that. I was like, for me, it wasn't really the shoes that was the problem. It was me not being able to get the shoes. You feel me? Like I was in like 45 minutes away in Selma. All the stores was in Montgomery, Birmingham, surrounding areas. Back then, when your parents wasn't fucking taking you no whole fucking hour, no 45 minutes just to get you no fucking $100 shoes, Playboy, at no fucking 9 and 12 years old, nigga. You gonna get what's in the store, or your ass ain't gonna get in there. You can go to Payless and get them bitches up out of there, and you can be happy. Which one you want? What you want to do? Nigga, I take these felines. Fuck. Fuck. Fuck,
Yeah.
man. You know, and then like the money situation. Like I wish they was affordable back then. You know what I'm saying? $100 for a pair of shoes wasn't easy to just pop up with back in the day, man. Like for real. Like I'm talking about like in 80, 85, 90, 90s to 2000. Man, that shit was not easy to come up with. You had fucking middle class families that was fucking just working to fucking pay the bills and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? So that was my biggest issue, that I didn't have the money, and if I did, they wasn't as accessible. By the time I got the money, it still had 2 stores that you can get retro Jordan from. 2. And if they ain't got your size, you fuck.
Man.
Unless your mama gonna take you to Foot Action in fucking Montgomery, and that's when Foot Action was over there off of the boulevard and had a fucking basketball goal in the motherfucker and all that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you come to Foot Action, you know you coming to get something. You know what I'm saying? So we didn't make that trip all the time, so it was just like, shit, can't get it, just fuck. So that was my biggest part. I just wasn't able to get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was the same for me. Like, you know, it was a little different for me being in a city, but I wish that I would have either started working sooner, because I started working at 16, but like the summer before that, I really could have been working then too. You know what I
Right.
mean? But I would get fortunate. In some years, I would have the J's, but I would want the Jordans, the Barclays, like, because I was going to school with like actual dope boys, and I didn't realize they were selling drugs yet. And I'm like, this nigga done had a pair of shoes every day since school started. Like, you know, I know your mom's a, you know, like I seen
Right.
y'all, you know, and then one day it just kind of hit me like, this niggas is selling dope. It was like an epiphany, like,
Right.
oh
Like it hit you. Like these niggas moving dope.
yeah,
What
and
these
like
niggas do?
I remember this one dude I'm cool with now. Like we started like August 31st. This nigga wore a different pair of shoes every day, all the way through the end of September, and that like made an impression on me where I'm like, I need to get to one day where I could just wear a different pair of shoes every day for a month. And then it became 6 months. And then it just went, you
Right.
know, to
Right.
where it's,
And see with that part, bro, I didn't even pay attention. I didn't even pay attention. Like when I got 16, just like you, started working, seeing these guys, but I knew what they was doing. You know what I'm saying? I was in the streets, but I wasn't able to get out there and do it. I had to help mom take care of the house. But got this job and was like, oh, I can buy shoes now. So after a while, they just started accumulating. And before I know it, I got 30 pair of shoes, a different pair of shoes I can wear for a whole month straight. Just because I'm happy to be able to
yeah,
buy shoes, I'm going out buying a pair of fucking shoes. So I was like, man, look, before I know it, I got a whole stack of my own. Like, bro, what you gonna do with all them shoes? Wham. We gonna wham, mama.
yeah,
Wham. We gotta wham. And I end up going to the military and giving them all away and having to start all the way back over in 2011, man. And just when I got that bug, man, bro, before a year was over, I had probably 200 pair of shoes. I was buying, bro. I probably bought probably every CDP pack I could in 2011. I probably bought 4 packs. No, 5 DMP packs and 4 other CDP packs. I went crazy, man. So I was like you, man. I got that money and whew, now I can wear shoes for 6 months. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? 5 months, however long I choose to. So I definitely feel you on that, man. I definitely feel that.
yeah. The other thing is, I guess, speaking of, somebody had just said, Styles, and I missed the element of surprise, remembering going in for a certain pair and seeing the new Jordans or something just sitting on the shelf. I do kind of miss that too.
Yep.
Like, damn, man, I
That
ain't never
now
even, you know,
to me, that was the shit to me. That was the shit to me. You could walk in that motherfucker and you think you're going to get this Jordan. You got your mind set on that motherfucker, and you turn around and you see this cold ass motherfucking Barry Sanders sitting over here on the side. You like, oh, fuck that Jordan. I want this Barry Sanders right here. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I definitely feel them on that. That was one of the greatest parts back in the day.
yeah, because it's kind of like we're better off in the sense, I guess, of now there's so much information where you can literally, I mean, we already know what they may be bringing out next Christmas. Christmas just passed.
Right.
So, um, yeah, it's just, it's different. Oh, man. Um, well, I guess the follow up would be, what's one thing you love about how kicks are now? Is there anything?
Hmm. I like I like the variety. I like the variety of kicks you can get now. As far as like, cause like I said, the it done changed me from just being strictly Jordans to now. If you notice, like I don't really buy Jordans for real. I'm more of a Dunk Air Max man now.
Yeah.
Shit. Last year and year before last, I know you saw me, man. I went fucking Air Max crazy.
Oh,
I
yeah.
went Air Max crazy. I bought like fucking almost 200 pair of Air Max in 2 years. So I was like, man, I don't know what I've been missing. This is what I've been missing. this new shit I'm getting, and plus all this old shit I'm getting, I got, man, look, man. That's what I love about it now. You got so much variety of shit you can get. So you ain't got to stick to just Jordans or just LeBron or just Kobe's. You know what I'm saying? You can pull out a dope ass pair of felines. You know what I'm saying? You can pull out a dope pair of Chucks. You know what I'm saying? Just the variety of kicks is what I love about it now.
Yeah, it is a lot more variety because I remember even if a nigga came to school and he had the Barclays or the Pennies or something, it'd be like, those is cold. Oh, you couldn't get the J's, huh? You know what I'm saying? It was always
Yeah, yeah,
like couldn't get the
yeah,
J's, you
yeah.
know. So, but I do like the variety. The other thing, because I feel like a lot of people in our age group kind of down the collabs, but collabs have been a good thing. It's kind of opened up the brands a little bit to trying different things. We
Yep,
got more hip hop with the sneakers now than ever before.
yep,
You know,
yep.
so
And that
to me,
yeah. Collabs is one of the, we need collabs. We need collabs. If we ain't have collabs now, this game would be so watered down.
and
We'll
boring.
have repeats every year. I'm talking about like every shoe would have to be a repeat. Have to be. Because the
And
colorway that they giving us is so watered down that you're gonna be like, man, I don't want to buy shit.
and if you remember, at one point it was like that. Like I was just telling my one friend, you know, um, who hasn't been in it as long. I'm like, up until 2015, every 2 or 3 years, the Neon 95 would come back. It would just show up. You know what I mean? And then after 15, they didn't come out with it until 20. So people was acting crazy for it in 20, like it had never come out before. And I'm like, well, you
Right.
got
And see,
not being.
with that one, that was one of them shoes that I always wanted, bro. No lie. The Air Max Neon 95, since the first day it released, I swear to God, that shoe eluded me since I was a fucking kid. So when it came back in 20, that's why I went stupid for that motherfucker. I'm like, hold up, motherfucker. I got a chance to get this motherfucker now after fucking what feels like 40 years of my motherfucking life. Now this bitch here, bro, look, I had motherfuckers put in 20, 30 raffles for that bitch. For real.
Yeah.
So for me, it was a more OG thing. Like, hey, that's that Air Max. You know, if you had that motherfucker back in the day, you had, you was one of them niggas. You was that nigga. You had that OG 95, bro. I can't front. You was that nigga. Like, bro, how you get them, man? Where do you get them from? You know,
How much?
so
Yeah.
retail, man. And the crazy shit is, I was winning raffles through Hibbits through my girl. She was, you know what I'm saying? She in New York, so she win the raffle, shoot me her ID picture. I go pick it up. That was the last day Hibbits allowed for that to happen. The last day. I came and I gave my ID. She was like, yeah, we letting everybody know after the day we ain't taking IDs from nobody else no more. Everybody got to come in with their own ID and get the shoe. I was like, the fuck? Hey, I don't give a fuck. I got this 95 though. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
I ain't got to come back. Thank you. Have a good one. Have a good one. You ain't got to come back. It's okay. It's okay. So, yeah, I feel you on that 95. That motherfucker's tough.
Well, here we got a comment here. Nacion, I'm 44. When do you think y'all will hang it up or slow down? I'll let you answer this one first.
I ain't gonna lie to you. As of now, I'm pretty much slowed down. I told me and my partner made a resolution this year. We was like, man, this game has gotten so full of collabs that I don't want, not colorways that I want. So I'm opening up a new shop. So this might be my sign for me to take that hiatus for a minute. I said, year before last, I did 76 shoes in the year. This year was like 60. I said, this year, I want to cut that down to 20 to 30. 20 to 30, I'll be satisfied with that. You know what I'm saying? That's my way of slowing down but not stopping. So I'm going to say this year is that year for me. this year is that year for me to take that slow down or that little hiatus.
I feel it. I feel it.
Cause it just really ain't like I done seen the collabs come, a lot of the collabs coming out. I don't really care now for none of the Union donks. I don't really care then for. It's just like I don't really. Travis Scott is about gone. He about done for. He ain't finna bring shit out next year. This I know. So I ain't looking for that. You know, that Air Max Baroque is the last thing I was looking for, but we know how that turned out. So I don't see myself after Nen Too Tough next year. I mean this year. So probably this year. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say it. I mean, my wife just commented. Well, your lady just said we shall see, and then my wife said we. I guess we. But
Yeah,
nah,
we gonna see.
I I have to be honest. And I'm not saying this because our ladies are both on the show watching us, but I love sneakers. Sneakers are a lifestyle. Always be into them. They'll always interest me, but I don't really
Right.
get the joy from buying them that I used to get.
Yep. And they
And
don't think that. I don't know if they believe us when we say that, but they gotta understand, like coming from OGs who got excitement from getting certain shoes in certain ways we went to go about getting them shoes. We had stories behind them bitches. Like
oh yeah,
we had stories. Like that was the fun part of doing that shit. We had, yeah, man, I did this. Like right now, I got a story about the Union 4s. That's why it's one of my favorites. Bruh, I wanted it. I had people put in 30, 40 raffles. I put in the wrong raffle for the top 4s, not thinking about it's a LA only release. My girl mad at me, but she always told me, I don't care if I am mad at you. If you want a raffle, just send it to me. It's like, okay, bet. I sent it to her. I made her mad for something. I don't know. I'm always making her mad for something. But anyway, I made her mad. I sent it to her. She looked at it. And she was like, what's this? I was like, it's the Union raffle. She was like, okay. She didn't say nothing else. I didn't know if she put it in or nothing. So we talking like a day or two later. We talk. Well, the next day we talking about it. She like, yeah, I did it. I was like, okay, all right, well, cool. That's what's up. That's pretty cool. You did that even though you was bad. I appreciate that. That's nice. So fuck around. We just talking. We still kind of. I'm trying to ease my way back in. You know what I'm saying? Being nice
oh I
and everything. So we talking, and we just talking, and we on the phone, and she say, I won. I said, what? She said, Union. I won. You won what? The phone? I said, which color? She said the yellow looking yellow and purple. Oh shit. Oh shit. But it kind of had me like, damn it, I fucked up and put the wrong one in. I was mad with myself, but I was happy at the same time. Because I was like,
yeah.
man, I know we probably could have hit 2 pair of them motherfuckers, man. I know we could have hit 2 pair of them bitches. But that's like one of my most biggest wins of 2020, you know what I'm saying, 2021. And
Yeah.
I deem it like number 1 or number 2.
Gotcha. Yeah. I will say for 2021, there were a lot of releases, I should say, that came back that, stuff I always wanted. I always wanted the Lightning 4s. I always wanted the Clot Air Max 1s. My lovely wife won those for me on sneakers.
Wow. Wonderful.
Yeah. So there's a lot of shoes, I'd be honest, that if I wouldn't have had if it wasn't for my wife. But I don't know. It's kind of like I still be wanting stuff. But the older I feel like the older I get, the more it just be like, nigga, do you really need these? You've already had them, or you got them. Like the pennies.
Right.
All right, the penny one. My Orlandos are from 2010. They're in pretty good shape. I wore them last summer. They should be cool, but I know that I'll be upset if I don't have a pair I can just wear. I might just want to wear them bitches. I might look at an old Orlando game on YouTube and be like, I want to wear my penny ones. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I feel like I should still get a pair just because that pair is nearing a place of where I might not be able to wear them anymore. I have to get those
True.
white. I have to get
Right.
those white. They never retroed. I never had them. It's the only OG color I've never owned. I had to have them. I gotta have the Jason Kids. So it's always gonna be something,
Yeah, but see, little stuff like that, you kind of have to get that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because what Nike would do, like they did it all the years with it, they're gonna bring it out. They're gonna let you get it. Your ass better get it then, because it's gonna probably be another fucking 7, 8 to 10 years before you see that motherfucker again. It ain't like a retro Jordan now, to where you'll see that same retro Jordan 3, 4 years later. No, that Emmitt Smith that they just bought back out. You know what I'm saying? It ain't coming back out for another 10 years.
Yeah.
So that's the one that that's them the ones that they gonna fuck us up with right there. Those ones right there. But I don't see them bringing them back out though, because they just too much on this Griffey hype.
Yeah, because I explained to my wife what I just I call what you said the sneaker vortex, where they'll come out. It ain't about if you have the money; it's can you find it after it comes out.
Right.
Like right now, the Fab Five Barkley, the black and gray one, it's in the sneaker vortex. Hasn't been out since 13. If you find a nigga with him, he gonna want like $400 or $500 for him. That's a regular ass shoe. So these pennies, these Jason Kids are gonna be just like that.
Man,
so,
it's crazy about that, man. Because like I said, you just ain't gonna be able to get them.
Vortex.
Vortex, like you said, I remember you said that the first time, and I said, "Yep, she is definitely right." All the motherfuckers like that go right into that vortex, and they disappear. Just, prime example, Diamond Turf. Right now, it's in the vortex. Motherfucker can't find it. You can't find it on StockX for real. Not in our size anyway. Some probably lower sizes you can find it, but anything from like 11 and on up, maybe even 10 and a half, 10 on up. It's gone. Man, you ain't finding it nowhere. So, yeah, pay attention to what he said, y'all, about that sneaker vortex, because that's some real shit. That's some real shit. That shit fall up in there and you'll never find that shit for years later.
Yeah, like, it came up to, I think I brought it up to her, where in 20, they came out with the Air Metal Max. First time it ever retroed. It wasn't.
Which one is the Air Metal Max?
Here, let me pull up a picture of it here. Hopefully, I can get my Mac.
I know what it is. The Air Metal Max.
Yeah, it was a random trainer. It came out in '97. They retroed it in 2020. It's black and gray. God damn it.
Okay, I see it. Yeah. Yup, I remember you talking about those. Yup. Oh, hell yeah.
I had to explain it. I'm like, this shoe will come out. Nobody's going to know what the fuck it is. And then it's just going to disappear.
Because back in the day, that shoe was a motherfucker.
Yeah.
It was one of the shoes from back in the day. That was one of the Air Max. Everybody like kind of had their hands on if they could get it back in the day. Yup, that's the one I'm looking at. That's it.
So
that's it.
They're already.
But hey, it said it was supposed to be returning last year. See that? It said it was supposed to be returning last year.
Well, yeah, it came out. I'm saying
it came out.
It came out, but now because it's already in the vortex a year and a half later, they're already trying to sell it for $250. That's $140 shoe.
Bro, I don't even remember it coming out, bro. I don't even remember it coming out.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Real quick, or hell, the shoe I wore today. People be trying to. They retroed it recently. This is the pair from 12.
Yes, they did. I'm
People
so
be mad. The fuck out of these. Like, that's why
I'm so mad I didn't get that shoe, man.
And these were on sale everywhere when these came out in 12. I didn't get the SB. I tried it, but I'm like, I'm gonna just. But yeah, people be trying to tack. I remember I saw them on StockX for like $400. I'm like, what? I
I
paid
was
like
looking at,
$70 for these.
bro. I was looking at them too. Maybe I want to say last year before last, I was looking at a motherfucker wanted like 350, 400 for a size 12 on eBay. I was like, ain't no way. Mm-mm.
That'd be crazy though. And I know you do it. You'll see some shit you have, and I'm like, man, I would never pay that for that. You know what I mean? Like the dunks are the
Yeah,
worst. Like, you know, even before he passed the fucking MF Doom dunks, people going crazy for him. I'm like, no, I paid $100 for them joints. I would never pay
bro. Before he
$1,000.
passed, I had been. That's what I was telling for. I was like, I'm kicking my own ass because that's when I started to get back on the dunk craze. You know, get on the dunk craze. And I
Mm-hmm.
saw those along with the Gasparillas, and I was looking at them together, and I was like, man, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna get both of those. I'll go back. They wasn't even that high. You
Yeah.
could, when you find a pair, you could find them for like 200, 250. You know what I'm saying? Maybe even 300 for a brand new pair. So I
Mm-hmm.
was like, I'll go back and get those. I ain't worried about that.
That'd be that.
Shit, I got that motherfucking text. That motherfucker had passed. I said, oh my shit. That bitch is up to like fucking $5,000. My God, what did I do? What did I do to myself, man? Oh my God. And I was gonna wear that motherfucker, man. I wasn't getting it for the value. I was gonna wear it because I love the fucking Spartan, like the fucking gladiator helmet on that motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Gladiator one of my favorite movies, so I was like, oh boy, that shit there is dope as fuck. Get me a badass gladiator shirt with that motherfucker. I was like, yeah, that's gonna be hard. Fuck around that motherfucker pass. I said, my Jesus. Why?
Yeah.
So that one gone.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we already kind of talked about the function and fashion thing, you know, with LeBron. You know, you could kind of do that, you know. To me, if you do it right, you can wear any functional shoe as fashion. There's some shoes you just can't wear. Like I don't ever see you wearing no Air Monarch or nothing like that. You know what I mean? But
It's again that long foot syndrome shit, man. It's that long foot syndrome shit. I be so scared of that shit. And like you said, the function, LeBron got one of the only shoes right now that's really fashionable and functionable. You know what I'm saying? On and off the court. You know what I'm saying? He got the crown. You
yeah,
know, Jordans, they just made for show now, for real. Only ones you could really wear, in my opinion, to play in would be a one. But that motherfucker ain't gonna be comfortable to you.
nah.
You're
When
gonna
the
feel the court.
when the 13 was just the new Jordan, like I was still playing regularly. The 13 was pretty good to play in, but not
I
really any
I
others.
forgot about the 13 because I loved it so much. I did play in the 13 in like P class and shit like that. So
Mm,
the 13, yeah, it is like one of the better balling Jordan shoes and more fashionable Jordan shoes too.
yeah. The struggle continues as y'all like the South Coast 9. I guess that's the LeBron, that black and blue one with the Volt or whatever. Have you
The
seen
black
that?
and blue. The new one, the
It's
new one
a
that they come the 9. It's a
yeah, it's
9, right?
that new.
Yeah, I seen it. You know, I was gonna say something about, bruh. Nike stole that shit, bruh. Nike stole that. That was a fucking custom colorway somebody made when the LeBron 9s first came out, bro. I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it.
Really?
But I want to say the fucking sign on it was pink. The Nike sign was pink.
Huh?
Yeah, Nike ripped that one off. When I saw it, I said, "Ooh, Nike ripped somebody off." I remember that 9. I remember it. They cut because they was customizing the shit out them 9s when they first came out. They was
Yeah,
doing all kind of shit to them. And that was one colorway that I distinctly remember because it almost reminded me of the South Beach.
yeah, I can see that. Let
And
me
it had,
see.
because like I said, it had a pink Nike sign on it.
Let me see if I can
Yeah,
bring it up.
that one is cool. I like it. It's cool, but like I was telling my girl today, LeBron 9s is one of the most uncomfortable shoes known to man.
Yeah, it was one of the first shoes I ever had to buy too big in order to really be able to wear them. For y'all, those of y'all that don't know, this is the shoe we talking about.
That's the South Coast LeBron.
So
Yep.
They cool.
And
Ain't nothing I really gotta have. I mean, I would have liked to have had those Watch the Thrones. You got them, don't you?
hey, that when you was gonna ask me that about what's gonna probably be my first shoot it I'm gonna pick up this year, yeah, that right there, that LeBron 9 Watch the Throne.
I don't know how we missed. I don't remember it coming out. Like, when did it come
Bruh,
out? Was it a
I've
shot?
seen it when y'all was talking about it on your last live when you and the missus was on y'all live that Sunday. It came out that Sunday. It came out like, bro, I've seen all the overseas releases. I cannot grab it. I even tried Nike UK, Sneakers UK, trying to get that motherfucker, bro. It came out officially, the shock drop, the day of the shock drop. It officially came out overseas that day, bro. Like 5 websites released it, and I couldn't get it on that. Even Shop Nice Kicks released it that day. Everybody released it. Sneaker Politics released it that day. It was a lot of stores released it that day. A
So it's
lot
just,
of stores, but you couldn't get, if you wore anything from 10 down, gone immediately. Gone immediately. Yeah.
usually
So
it's the opposite way. Usually it'd be us. It'd be 11 and up, be gone. And because even when those orange 19s came out, even a day later, I could find them in an 8.5 on Nike. I just couldn't. There wasn't nothing
right,
over half. So
right.
crazy.
So yeah, is they came out. When they came, they was gone. It was like poof, pow, gone, gone. You wasn't getting them back. You didn't get that shock drop. You just fucked. But I am glad that the resale ain't fucking $400 on them. I'm glad of that. You know,
But
I don't mind. I'll pay 300 for them. They worth it to me. You know, so I'll pay 3. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to pay 3, but I will, because the original price on them was like
230.
230.
Yeah.
So if I can pay 230, I don't mind giving somebody an extra $70 for that motherfucker. Fuck it. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? That ain't outrageous to me. Now you get to that motherfucker and you talking about goddamn $500-$600 for that bitch. Look, you can fucking tie that bitch to a rocket too, motherfucker. Fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch. I ain't no.
Yeah.
Certain shit
All
that,
right.
like you said, I'm just not gonna do.
No, I feel it. I feel it. All right. So as we wrap up, is there any new releases you're going for this month?
Nope. I told you, bro. I'm trying to stick to my regiment. I'm trying to stick to it. I told my girl the other day, I said, babe, guess what? I ain't been looking at no shoes. I ain't been paying attention to no shoes, bro. I'm just focused on my shop for real, bro. That's really like that's my livelihood right now, man. Like to get that shop started, man. That's a marvel for me, man. That's better than any fucking shoe I could ever fucking think about right now. So
Nah.
that's why it's got me on this. That's why I'm kind of glad I got this shop now, because I'm funneling that money into something else now. I'm funneling it all into that shop. So, and now even when I get it, I'm so excited about having it. I'm gonna want to keep that motherfucker. So I ain't gonna want to spend no money on shit else for real. You know what I'm saying? I bought like
Now,
50 shoes I gotta wear.
no, I feel it. I feel it. Now, if you don't mind, before we go, tell us a little bit about, the shop and, your
Okay,
plans.
yeah, man. Like, bro, like, no, I'm gonna give you a little backstory on it real fast. Like, bro, I started drawing when I was 6. Started drawing when I was 6. My sister taught me to draw. Was tattooing, pick and poke style back in the day. Needle and thread, in and ink. That's how I got half of my own shit on me. Like I tested myself. You know what I'm saying? Did that when I was like 18, 19. Made a whole living off of like 2 summers doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Pick and poke tattoos. Cousin tried to get me to get a shop. Nope. Fuck everything. Got a original job. Didn't even worry about tattooing no more. Decided I wanted to try to tattoo again. In like, I want to say '04, something like that. It was something like that. No, it was like '09. '09. I wanted to start tattooing again. Bought my tattoo equipment off of eBay. Bro, no lie. Soon as I bought that tattoo equipment, I lost my house. I lost my wife. I lost my job. I lost everything, bro. I ain't had nothing else to do. Tattooed at the house for like fucking 3 years. Fucking going to hotels, tattooing, coming to your house. Fuck around, got this job at this shop. This motherfucker ain't want to do right for 7 years. So, shit, me and him got into it. The lady who owned the complex, he had been trying to get this building right beside it for like ever since I've been there for 7 years. The building is already pretty much set because it used to be a barbershop, hair salon, a dentist office. So it's already pretty much set. So me and him got into it. I had been talking to the landlord for like a week or two, telling her what was going on. She told me, she said, well, I ain't got keys to the place. She said, I ain't had keys. My sister done messed up the locks and stuff. She said, if you can get in, change the locks, that can be your shop. We fuck around and figured out how to get in the window of that motherfucker. I opened the window. I never went in. Some told me, said, don't make your move now. Just leave it open. You got it. It's yours. You know it's yours. You ain't got to do nothing. Go back to work. Like, bruh, this dude, $600 water bill, bruh. Who the fuck has a $600 water bill, my nigga? Who? Bruh, lights cut off. You know what I'm saying? Shop getting shut down by the health department. Phone off for 6 months, bruh. How you can't get no business if your phone off for 6 months, my nigga. You can't. Not if you done been over 7, 8 years. You can't. You're going to lose business. So that happened. He wanted to come in, accuse people of stealing when he getting the money. Don't want to put the business out there, but boy, you're doing crackhead moves. You feel me? So, you know what I'm saying? I'm not giving you my money doing crackhead moves, Playboy. You ain't doing what you supposed to do. So we had words, whatever, boom, boom, boom. I tell him, bruh, fuck you. I don't need you. I built you. I'm out. I got a shop, my nigga. That day happened. Bruh, no lie. I told him, I said, bruh, you're not going to keep accusing me of stealing. Let's go to the grass, fuck boy. Let's go. I want to go to the grass. I want the fade. I want the hands, my boy. Let's go. You're not finna keep accusing me of stealing. I don't have to steal shit from you. I'm a hustler. I get it. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to do that. So I was going to hit him in the face. I walked up to him. I was going to hit him. Some said, don't hit him, Mark. I bagged off my bruh. I ain't even called my baby mom. My daughter pull up out of nowhere. Yeah. I looked back. She said, hey, daddy. I said, I looked up in the air. I said, you know what you're doing. I told her, I said, go on here and go. I got some issues. I got to handle. Go on, go. She left. He come back out woofing. I, man, get the hell out of my face. I'm out. Bro, I took all my shit out that day, moved it right next door to his shit, crawled in my window, unlocked my door, changed my locks, and went back down that bitch. Fuck you. I got stunt man tattoos on the way. Fuck you, bro. Simple as that. You're not going to hold me no more. The Bible said the angelic numbers is 7 and 8. 7 is the end, 8 is the beginning. That was my 7 going into my 8th year, nigga. I'm done there. Let my enemy be my footstool. I stepped on you for 7 years for you to build me exactly who I am right now. You made a monster. You made a monster. And dude hired me off the rip. So when I came to him, I didn't even have to do an apprenticeship. I came in working off the rip. I took somebody's job. You know what I'm saying? He knew I was a money maker. He knew I had it. Bro, this nigga had lived for 7 years. He ain't had to fucking come to work for real. He ain't been in that bitch and tattooed in 7 years for real. Because of me.
Crazy.
So I said, fuck it. It's time for me to get my own shit and be my own man now. So that's what's going on with that, bro. And I'm so fucking happy.
Nah, man,
Can't be more happier, bro. I appreciate it, man. I worked so hard, man. People don't understand. Like, I got that shit out of the mud, man. They don't understand, boy, packing all that shit up in your car. Lagging that shit around to a motherfucker house. You don't know if they're going to rob your ass up in that bitch or not. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker, you got a hotel you motherfucking working out of, goddamn. You don't know if a nigga you bringing up in that bitch going to try to hem your ass up or not. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So I took chances for years, man. So I'm happy as hell, bro. I'm happy as hell, and I ain't been letting them make me fail. Period.
Nah, man, so I was glad to see that. You know what I'm saying? I saw it. I think I saw it on Facebook first, and then I saw it on
Yeah,
here. Yeah, man. Good shit, man.
I
Well,
appreciate it.
before we sign off, was there anything else you wanted to talk about, in the shoe game or in general?
Nah, man, you pretty much hit on everything I wanted to talk about anyway. Like I said, to start off, we got a couple other little things coming up throughout the month that we're gonna have to touch bases on and everything. You know what I'm saying?
For
I don't
sure.
know what you go what you gonna call? What you looking at trying to call?
Nothing, man. Nothing for real. I mean, the only things I need to really reach back. I mean, I would like those orange 19s, and I still need them blue pattas. Those are probably the two releases I wanted the most last year. I wasn't able to get that. Wasn't a dunk. So,
Yeah, yeah.
um,
I can say those two good ones. Those are two that if you gonna make a buy this year, those are two definite ones I give you thumbs up on right there. Those are dope right there. I gotta get my girl a pair of them. I gotta get her a pair of the blue ones. She want them too, and the
yeah,
black pair. So I think pretty much next year, well this year, it's pretty much I'm just gonna be getting her in the game. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Cause she just getting in. She ain't like the missus. You know what I'm saying? The missus, she know it. She just getting into it since, what I'm saying, me and her been together. And she, out of the first 5 years, she really ain't even get into it till now. So my year probably gonna be dedicated to her this year.
good, good, good. I mean, shit. Time is moving so fast. We getting older. Each year seems to go by a little faster. It's almost time for Valentine's Day anyway. So I got to come with something. You know what I mean?
You
So
feel me? You feel me? Bro, I'm like, bro, I'm stuck. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do, goddamn. I'm like, fuck. And
yeah,
boy. But
yeah,
I'm glad again. I'm glad that I ain't really focused on them for myself, so I can focus all on her. So, like I said, that's my biggest thing for this year because I don't like the fact that she you know coach slippers type girl. She girly
yeah.
girl type with hers. She just she bust out her. She bought her first pair on Air Max. Bacons when they came out. I told her that was a good first buy for to pick some on your own. So
Sure.
she trying to get into it. So I'm just trying to motivate her this year, man. So that's what I'm doing.
Good, good. Yeah, I feel like I set the bar so high this past year with gifts for her. It's like now I gotta do something even better. It's So I definitely get it. But yeah, it's nothing really for me this month that I gotta have. I mean, even these LeBron 9s are supposed to come out on the 20th. Like,
Right, right, right. So like you say, it's just cause of it's just the way the game is, man. We just not it's not exciting us no more, man. So we just here right now. We
yeah,
just here. We just
yeah.
here, man. We just sitting here pretty much watching what everybody else moves is. I'm and another thing, I'm trying to do reselling this year too. I'm gonna try to get my hand a little reselling to try to
Word?
kind of try to fund not in big, try to stock up no 10, 12 shoes or do no shit like that. Just grab me one or two pairs I can kind of make $100, $200 off of and funnel that shit into the shop. You know what I mean? That's pretty much my thing, man. You know what I'm saying? If I can make 200 off one and buy her a shoe, that's what I'm gonna do.
I
You know what
feel
I'm
that.
saying?
Feel it. Yeah, man. Well, I guess well, for one, after we sign off, in a few seconds here, send me your actual number. You know what I mean? And we'll be able to communicate a little easier. And then
True.
everybody joining, y'all will see us next month. Certified
Yes,
OG.
yes, yes. We appreciate y'all for joining, man. Look, I bought this up to crib because I love the conversations that we have. I don't get to talk, I talk to my best friend. He work a lot. So when I need that sneaker OG talk, you know what I'm saying? I need my guy. Cause somebody who know what they talking about and ain't a hype beast. You know what I'm saying? it's cool to be a hype beast, but I need that OG talk, man. I need it. I
Yeah,
need it. And I appreciate you, man. I love this. I love you for doing it, man. So I'm looking forward to it next month too.
sure, man. Yeah, man. I love that you were, good with doing this, and we may have to, in future months we may have to, have guests or other people in the fold, just a different look. So we're
Most
gonna
definitely, most definitely. Most definitely, we definitely need some of these guys in here, man. You know what I'm saying? Even if they ain't OG, you know what I'm saying? Just to get the perspective from other OGs and everybody else too, because it's more than just about us. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
They can teach us some stuff too, just like we can teach them some stuff. So it's a
Yeah,
win-win for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely with incorporating other people here with us too. You know what I'm saying? You
sure.
know, and I was telling my girl too. Once we get situated and everything, bro, we making a trip. We coming that way, so we looking out. We looking
Hey,
out. We gonna go do some double dating or some shit, man. We gonna do some shit, man.
shit, we look forward to it, man. You know what I'm
Most
saying? So,
definitely, man. Most definitely.
yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and let you enjoy, your evening, and I'll be talking to you soon, my friend. Thank you.
Yes, sir, my brother. Yes, sir. You have a good night. Tell the missus I said have a good night. I'm gonna shoot you my number in just a little bit, man. Of course I got a bunch of texts and you know what I'm saying, calls and stuff. I got to get back to. So like I
For sure.
said, I appreciate you, man. It's good talking to you. And I'll see you next month, man.
All right, man. Peace.
All right, brother.